Now assume this: you apply for the Air Force, the Navy, the Nigerian Police, the Custom, the EFCC. When it's time to release their final shortlist, what is in your mind is that one of these organizations will definitely pick you. But as the shortlist comes out, what was shown in every of your screen while you check your name is this: that you have been disqualified or you are not shortlisted. This is something that many of us has gone through. I have been there, but I was fortunate the day I met a recruiter in the DSS. He gave me this clue that is never revealed to applicants. This is why thousands of applicants are unable to be shortlisted. See, the recruiters are not interested in disqualifying you, but the recruiters are concerned about what they put in place in the recruitment process, and you must meet up. So if you know these things, is what can give you an edge over thousands of applicants competing against you in getting the federal government agency job. Hi, I am Shine Bobo. I'm a teacher, an undergraduate of criminology in the National Open University. I help individuals to make decisions while deciding a career path for themselves. I share information on criminology matters, so if you are interested in video like this, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, smash the like button and drop a comment, and I will reach out to you. So if you are ready with me, I am ready. Are you ready? Let's dive into it. Every of these organizations have 5 recruitment stages that they must cover before you can be shortlisted at the end. So the number 1 stage is the registration phase. Hear this. This is the day that most applicants will apply, and the system is programmed to pick some certain numbers of individuals that will apply. When you are to apply, you want to be really calm before you input any certain information. You don't want to make a typo error. If your name is Peter and you write Deeper, you have made a mistake that you don't know. The system will access it, and whenever they require a specific document or certificate that really carries your original details and they match the information that you put and the one on your certificate, if it doesn't match, this system will reject you. Yes, you will apply, but whenever it's time for them to go to the next recruitment stage, your name won't be found. You will be wondering that what has gone wrong. But this simple thing that you did, that you are not taking note of, will definitely bring you out of those going into the next stage. Another error you don't want to make: inappropriate social media profile, like your comments and groups that you have. See, all of these organizations are well structured to pick on things that you don't know is going on. The moment you apply and they want to screen you online, there is a method that they use that they take you on their social media space and they read all your negative comments that you've made online. If you've made a bad comment on that particular organization you are going, trust me, you won't see your name in the next stage. These are things that many people do not know that is going on, and you are wondering why you are not shortlisted. So if you are registering, don't rush at all. Keep calm, register, and check everything that you've input in the system. Make sure you don't do anything negative online. Certainly, you will go for the next recruitment stage. And the number 2 stage is the screening. If you are successful in registering in the first stage, now you will be shortlisted to go for the screening. 70% of applicants will have been dropped during the registration process. The remaining candidates will be moved to the screening stage, which 70% will definitely be dropped. Now, this is what you don't want to do. You have to keep on to time. All of these organizations are well disciplined. If you want to put on this uniform, if you go in for this screening, you will see them joking with you, but they are taking note of the most important things that matters. The time that they want you to come. As you are going into their barracks for this screening, they are taking note of people that are coming early. As you are going in, lining up, you are being given a tag. The Nigerian Navy do this, the Nigerian Police do this, the DSS do this. As early as you come in, as early you will be answered. And it is very certain that most people who comes in early will be shortlisted. Another thing you don't want to do is your appearance. Now I want you to take this part serious. Many people think their looks matters during the recruitment exercise. No. Your looks matters 0%, especially if you want to join a force in a country like ours. Your looks has 0 impact in you getting the job. These guys that are screening you are not looking forward to that. They are looking at your physical look. What they want you to come, you should come clean and sharp. In fact, most people who get this job are not handsome. Your beauty or handsomeness only matters if you are in the system. It could just aid your attraction to the public, not even within the job. So you don't want to put more effort on your looks. What you want to do is to meet up with the requirements, their dress code, their hairstyle. Make sure it is what they expect you. And one thing you must do during the recruitment process and is the required documents they plan for. And now this is one of the stages that I have personally made mistake from. Assumption is never an excuse. Do not assume for a recruiter. Any document they ask you to bring it. If they specifically say you should bring a BSc certificate, go with your BSc certificate. Don't assume they will take your HND. If they specifically state that you should come with your WAEC certificate, don't assume you will go with your NECO and they will take it. During my time when I first applied for the Nigerian Navy, the primary school certificate is one of the requirements, but it was my first application. So I assumed that how can I go to a secondary school and I have the WAEC with me and they would think I didn't go to primary school. I was very ignorant. So I went there without my primary school certificate and I was screened. Every other things I had it and he requested for my primary school certificate. I was unable to provide it. I said, okay, no problem. And I felt everything is cool. Not until I saw that I was disqualified. And later I got to know it's because I didn't bring my primary school certificate. So you don't want to make a mistake by going on that screening day to go and mess up. You don't want to do that. You want to go with a complete documents that they required from you. Make sure everything on your document tallies. Your age tallies with every age you indicated on your past documents. Don't make any forgery. If you make any forgery, these people will get it. It might not be that particular screening day. As time goes on in the recruitment process, you will be gotten and you will be disqualified. Make sure you keep intact with your certificates and go in there. If you do all of these things, it is very certain that you'll be shortlisted for the next stage. And the next stage that you will go for is the third stage, which is the examination date. In as much to me, the exam seems one of the easiest recruitment stage. But at the same time, just need to know some ways that you must go about these things if you want to be successful during the exam. Sometimes, even if you are not that brilliant, if you know the scopes, you'll be shortlisted to the next stage. But the one thing you want to do is that those who write the exam will be shortlisted. This is what I know. Every organization want to have a genius in their midst. Do you understand? No matter how they want to try to manipulate the recruitment process, the genius among you guys will be given this job. This one is certain. During the examination, you might be given 100 questions. Most people will not get up to 100, but few people will get. These few people might be 10, and it's very certain that 5 out of those 10 that got 100 will be shortlisted. It is very certain. It's just like something that has been told to them that these smart guys, you must pick them. Maybe 5 people get 100 and they are choosing. Another 3 people get 95, they will be choosing. Another 2 people got 90, they will be choosing. Now when they get to probably like 70% of this grade, now they start choosing randomly. But those that have high grades have already secured the next recruitment stage for themselves. Only those that score the lowest grade will be unfortunate at the end of it. Don't go with a mind of you appearing, go with a mind of you scoring a very high grade. If you score a very high grade, you will be choosing. People like us, we did these things because we knew it and it worked. If you do these things, you will be shortlisted in the next stage, and your time management too is important. Don't make the mistake of this system logging you out. The system might not be programmed in a very good defaulted way. If this system logs you out by itself, it might not submit all your work. So you want to submit all what you've done by yourself. Don't wait till the system goes off before you stand up. Complete this exam. Try as much as possible, be fast in answering this question, and you make sure you submit your answers yourself and you log out yourself, not the system. So if you do this, there's high tendency that you will definitely go for the next stage. And the next stage that you will go, which is the number 4, is the medical stage. Now this is the stage that many people knows that at least 80% chance of you getting into this job. Yes, it's possible, but there are still people that will be dropped in this medical stage. Now this is where they want to check your system, your physical look, things that they were unable to do during the screening stage. They will check your eyes, they will check the way you talk, if you stammer, if you can see well, they will check your blood group, they will check if you have any disease inside of you. Now another error that you might probably make is if they ask you to bring a certificate concerning your medical condition. There are many people that has done these things. You should know what I'm talking about. You just go to a private hospital to obtain a certificate certificate, you don't even know what is there. You just present so that you can be screened, and when the screener sees you, you might be moved to the next stage because there is no proper check on that certificate. But when you get to the medical stage, they will do the proper checkup on you, and when they realize that the certificate you brought that proves that this thing that is within your system does not tally with the certificate you brought, it means you just forged that certificate. You will be disqualified. So if they ask you to bring any certificate concerning your medical background, make sure you do the test. Don't assume it. If you are going for a job like this, go with all your mind that you need to get this job. Don't use few mistakes to ruin your recruitment struggles. Your medical certificate should be authentic and from a reliable hospital that they recommend. Do not forge your certificates. And they might do some physical tests for you guys, like the marathon race, and this one, you don't want to be a lazy guy who does not have strength and you are going for a recruitment exercise. It does not work. Something that is not within you will not help you on that day. You might have everything that they need, and when they ask you to do some marathon race, then you are unable to perform. If you know you are going for probably a military job, they will definitely test your ability on jogging. So you need to be doing this even the day before you get shortlisted. You should start jogging in your house. The amount of time you think that they will give it to you, exceed that time in your house and start doing that jogging. Build your strength for that day. If you are to enter the first box and you don't enter, you enter the second or third box, you just shot yourself on the leg. The recruiter did not send you. They did not know the resources that you spent during this recruitment process. If you didn't meet up with what they want you to do, they will disqualify you. So you want to try, work on your exercising skill and go there. When they ask you to enter the first box, try your possible best, enter the first box, but make sure your medical condition is good before you even start the recruitment process. If you are qualified to that stage and your medical condition is not good, you will be disqualified. Then if you could do all of these things, then congratulations, you just secured a job. But there is one particular stage that is as easy and at the same time it is one of the most difficult, but you will go for an interview. Now the interviewing stage is where you get to meet one of the most senior officers in the system, either in the military or the paramilitary. The most people who do these interviews are senior personnel. Either you are going for short service or you are applying with your SSC certificate. When it's time for you to be screened, now they want to be fair on you, but at the same time they want to know who is coming to this organization, if he is worthy or not. And trust me, you might be disqualified even in this stage. So what you want to do is that you want to prepare, you want to sound good. And the secret that I personally used for this is that I was being real. They might ask you, why do you choose the Navy? You don't want to say common things like, I have passion for it. No, they know most times you don't really have passions and they are tired of that. They can perceive that you are not real. These men are highly intelligent, so you are not impressing them. Sometimes you might say, in as much you like to work in a private or civil firm, you need something that could task your ability. This is the reason why you choose the Navy. These are the kind of things that I said during my time when I was asked why did I want to join them, and they say, what about the money matter? And I told them the money too is important, that I needed the money and I know this organization has better pay than the other ones. And of course, they are humans that have feelings like you. There are people that was once in your shoes. They know that what you are going through is the same thing they went through, so they understand where you are coming from. You don't need to be shy. If you like money, you say it. You don't need to lie and say some immature or some things that is not quite intelligent enough. And don't lie to them. Don't try to act smart. Don't talk too much. Be well composed and you realize and how easy for you this job will be gotten. And if you should go through all this stage and you did everything that I said in this video accordingly without making any mistake, you will be surprised how amazing it's easy for you to get this job. If you have any question you need to ask concerning any recruitment exercise, you could drop a comment and I will reply to every of your comments. Thank you and keep shining.